What is the difference between good teaching and successful teaching? I'm Larry Filazzo, and I'm going to share my take on this. I first heard education researcher Larry Kubin talk about the distinction between the two. He read about it in a blog post, and when I first read it, I didn't quite understand fully how he explained the difference, and I just recently reread it, and I still don't quite get what he was saying. But I'm going to explain my modification on it because I think the idea is generally very helpful. I mean, good teaching is when we teachers, we follow the research on effective pedagogy. We do all the correct inputs, use visuals, provide wait time, offer student choice. But even with all that, we need to keep another education researcher's dictum in mind, Dylan Wiliam, who says everything works somewhere and nothing works everywhere. So given that, successful teaching means that we do everything possible to make sure that students actually learn what we have taught with the research-based pedagogy. So good teaching is we do all the right inputs. Successful teaching means that we make adjustments to those inputs when necessary. We recognize that even though the research may say this works really well, it may not work all the time for all of our students. So yes, let's create the conditions where student intrinsic motivation can flourish. And and recognize that sometimes offering extra credit makes sense. Yes, let's promote inquiry, assisted discovery, and inductive teaching a whole lot of the time. And recognize that sometimes explicit instruction makes sense. Not that I like quoting Ronald Reagan, but as he said, trust but verify. Let's trust what research says about what it takes for us to be good teachers. But let's also verify and adjust when circumstances require that we need to make modifications so that we can be successful teachers. What do you think is the difference between good and successful teaching?